sixth graders, we are going to start with the ProcessA video. So you're going to want to click on this link right here that says Explore 1. It's going to open up in a new tab and it is a Google form. What you're going to start with is by filling in your first and last name. Since we are doing an experiment today, there are going to be different materials. I am doing this at home as well. So if you don't have a specific material, it is okay to skip that part or to just watch how I do it or to substitute in something else. It says throughout this activity, all students should be wearing safety goggles and following all rules given by your teacher. So if you have safety goggles at home, please put them on. Otherwise, stay back. Our first direction says to get a sheet of paper in front of you. Each of you will have your own piece of paper. I'm using a paper plate to make it a little bit easier for me. Step 2 says each group member takes a wax crayon of a different color and removes the wrapper. So I've got a blue crayon that I'm going to do. You can honestly do any color you like. It doesn't have to be blue as long as you have a couple different colors. So let's say you only have 3 crayons at home, only use 3 crayons. That's fine. If you only have 2 crayons at home, just use 2. It does need to be a crayon though, because we do need the wax from the item. I found that the generic crowns, so not Crayola, tend to work a little bit better. So I got my wrapper off of my crayon. Step 3, take a handheld pencil sharpener to weather your crayon, forming a pile of crayon chips and flakes. So let's see if I can get a little bit lower here so you can see my plate. I'll just hold the plate up afterwards. So I'm going to take my handheld sharpener. I'm going to put my crayon in it. If you don't have a handheld sharpener, you could do this just with a plastic knife to cut very slowly. You do want to be careful with whatever you are using to weather your crayon. But you'll notice as I'm doing it, that little shavings are coming off. You're going to be doing this with 4 crayons. I've already done this to 3 of my crayons to speed up the process a little bit. But if you need to, you are welcome to pause the video so you can catch up to me. You're going to want to have 4 plates or 4 pieces of paper, all with different crayon shavings on it. At the end, you're going to want to get those little shavings out of your pencil sharpener. So you have as many shavings as possible. So this is what my plate looks like when it's done. I've got a blue one, a red one, a white one, and a yellow one. Just like I said, I'm doing this from home too, so all of the materials may not be the same as what we'd use if we were doing a science experiment in a science classroom. Step 4 is to use a plastic knife to chop the last bit of the crayon as needed. So if you want to, when you got that little bit at the end, you can take your plastic knife and chop it up as small as you can. If you don't want to do this part, I'm sure you will have more than enough shavings and it will not be a problem. Step 5 is to clean bits of crayon from the sharpener using a paper clip. Again, if you don't have a paper clip, you can just use your fingers. Use the knife to chop off the shavings into small bits. We've done that. Your group will have accumulated 4 piles of different color sediments. So 4 pieces of paper with 4 different crayons. Then you've got 2 questions to answer. What processes might cause similar weathering to rocks in nature? So what might occur that would break a rock down similarly to how we broke our crayon down? And then would this process, so whatever you picked, would that occur deep in Earth's interior, or would that happen at the surface of Earth? Once you finish that, you're going to click next, and we're going to go to the next video.